Megan, and I'm the pharmacist here today. How can I help you?
Came to pick up my asthma inhaler.
Okay, what's your name and date of birth?
Naomi Ledford, 4/21/2000.
Okay, Naomi, it is very nice to meet you. We do have this inhaler ready for you. Do you have any questions regarding your inhaler today?
Yeah, I was wondering if you had any information for me about maybe possibly quitting smoking.
Yeah, absolutely. I can talk to you about that. Do you have about 5 to 10 minutes to discuss that?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, follow me this way to the private counseling area. Naomi, tell me about your experiences with quitting smoking.
So I tried to quit about 6 months ago. I managed to last about 3 days, and then I went with my friends, and they're smokers too. So when they stepped out to smoke, I stepped out with them, and it didn't work out.
Okay. Well, it sounds like, you got a lot you're balancing at once with your friends. I admire your strengths and efforts to try to quit, and I feel like you've taken a step in the right direction. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about
Absolutely.
your goals? Okay. Why do you want to make this change?
So probably the biggest one is I have a 2-year-old at home, and he's getting to the age where he's starting to ask questions about things, and I don't want him to think that it's okay to smoke later in life. And then also I was an athlete in high school and college, and I've noticed that I'm nowhere near as active as I was because of the smoking.
Okay. So it sounds like quitting would be good and beneficial both emotionally and physically. Yeah. Well, I commend you for recognizing this and wanting to make this change. How would you go about making this change, do you think?
The last time I quit was cold turkey, so I would like to try that again, maybe.
Okay.
But the issue was when I was with my friends, because they're like my only link to the outside world outside of my toddler, it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you are ready to make this change, and you just need a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being it is not important to you, and 10 being it is the most important thing to you, how important is it for you to make this change?
I'd say an 8.
An 8? Okay. Why is it not like a 9 or a 10?
Like I said before, my friends, the few close friends that I have outside of my toddler, they're really my only link to the outside world, and they all smoke.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give up my friends for it.
Yeah. Well, that is completely understandable. And I do commend you for recognizing that it is important to make this change. And on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being you are not confident and 10 being you are 100% confident, how confident are you that you can make this change?
Probably a 5.
Okay. Why not like a 9 or a 10?
I've tried it once before and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, I feel like you just need a nudge in the right direction. But I do admire your openness and your understanding of where you're at and being honest with me. What are the 3 best reasons you think to quit?
Well, so like I mentioned, I have a toddler, and I don't want him thinking it's okay to smoke later in life.
Yeah.
I was really active before I had him, and part of it's just because I have a kid, but I can't be as active as I was. I've noticed like when I take him to the park and he wants to run and play, I can do it in short bursts, but not for a very long time before I get out of breath.
Yeah, I completely understand that. If you don't mind me asking, was there a certain scenario or was there a specific circumstance that made you make that cold turkey attempt?
Yeah, so I've always stepped outside of the house to smoke. I definitely don't want secondhand smoke around my kid. And about the day before I stopped smoking, he saw me through the window, and when I came in, he was asking me questions about what I was doing.
Yeah.
And that's when it really hit home for me that he's at the age where he's starting to ask questions and he's going to start remembering things.
Yeah. Well, I admire your willingness to quit for the sake of your children. How many cigarettes would you say you smoke per day?
Around a pack.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your openness and honestness during this session. I would love to give you some recommendations if that's something you're up for. Would you mind if I shared some additional information?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, my first recommendation, those who are wanting to quit smoking sometimes will try, they say, weaning off of the cigarettes. So what I mean by that is you say you usually smoke a pack per day. So trying to wean yourself off of it, of maybe next week trying to do 3/4 of a pack per day, the following week trying to go down to 1/2 of a pack per day, and just kind of decreasing slowly the amount of cigarettes that you are having per day. How does that sound to you?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Definitely more doable than just stopping cold turkey.
So that's something you are willing to try?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, another thing with this is that you can do it at your own pace. So I just gave an example of what you could do, but if you feel that you need more time and to decrease the amount of cigarettes, that is completely understandable. The most important thing here is that you're doing what is comfortable for you and what you feel that you are able to do, because I want to make sure that you are successful with this, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you be interested in nicotine patches? This is also something that I've seen patients very successful in.
No, I mean, that just doesn't seem like something I want to do right now.
Okay, that's completely understandable. My last suggestion would be to talk to your friends. Are they aware that you've wanted to quit smoking?
No.
No? Okay. So my one suggestion would be to talk with your friends, be open and honest about you wanting to quit, and maybe ask if they don't do it in front of you, because I know that, and I completely understand that that can be tempting. So maybe trying to take that out of your social circle just while you guys are together, especially while you're trying to quit, and I'm sure they would be completely understanding and willing to do that for you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Well, I am very excited to see you on this journey and to grow and to, be successful this time with quitting. Do you have any other questions for me at this time?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I would love to follow up with you in about 2 weeks if that is something that you're open to do.
That sounds absolutely fine.
Okay. And even if you haven't done anything at that time, that is completely okay and understandable. I just want to see where not only you're physically at, but where your head's at and how you're feeling, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you know that you can always give us a call if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. Have a great day.
You too.